Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to discuss question number 23 of GATE DA25 exam, which was asked for 1 mark. So simple question based on the Python function, which was asked for 1 mark. But many students are not able to do this because they don't know exactly what this function does. Okay. So here we can see we have a two list A and B. So consider the following Python declaration of two lists. We have two lists A having elements 1, 2, 3 and second list is B having element 4, 5, 6. Which of the following statement result in A equals to list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is our requirement here? Our requirement is to add the element of B into A. This is what we want, right? Now let's see which of the following statement will give us this particular result. Now first one is extend B. Very important Python function extend. So when we talk about the extend, the syntax of extend is what? Extend in bracket it is iterable. Iterable. Now what I mean by iterable is a list or a tuple, or you can see set also, right? So set is not exactly iterable, but if you use the extend function on set, it will give us the same output. Let me explain that also. Okay, so here we have one more function, that is append B. Okay, so anyway, update and insert function is not applicable to list. So option C and D we can easily eliminate. Now we left with two functions here, extend and append. Now what is append here? So first extend in bracket it is iterable. Either we can give input list, tuple or set. Now when we say append X, so X is an element here. So let me write it down, element. And what I said earlier, A consists of elements 1, 2, 3. These all are the element here. Now when I say A append B, so B is what? List. The output of A append B will be what? A. So first we have three elements, that is 1, 2, 3. After that we are appending the B here. Now B is what? Element. So this entire list is considered as one element here. So here the next element will be what? A list. 4, 5, 6 like that, and here we close our list. So this is the output of append function here. So we are appending the element into the list here. So this is not a correct option here, right? So option B is not correct. Append function is used to add the element inside the list here, right? That is what the syntax is here, right? So this we treat as entire one element. Okay, so we are not going to get this required output. Now what about extend B? So as I said, extend iterable, right? So we are going to extend this particular list. I want to extend A dot extend B. Now whatever the B we have, that is iterable, list, tuple or set, it will extend the original list A. So this will give us the correct output here, right? So what I said, iterable. So yeah, this is a list, B is a list, so we can get the required output here, right? Like this. But so this is the correct option here. But instead of list, if we say B is a tuple, in that case also we'll get the same output here. Instead of tuple, if I say it is a set in curly braces, in that case also I will get the same output here. But what if I say B equal to just an element, let's say 4, just a number 4. That's an integer data type here. In that case, A dot extend B will throw an error. So this will give an error. If I say A dot append B, B is 4, that is fine. 4 will get added into this particular list, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is fine. But A dot extend B will give an error because B is not iterable here. So iterable means what? Either list, tuple or set. Okay. So in either list or tuple or set, we'll get this particular required output. But whenever B is equals to 4, an integer value, in that case it will throw an error. So remember this very important point. Also, what if I say B equals to, let's say for example, get. Okay. So here we have a string data type here. This is integer. This is string. Now tell me what will happen if I say A dot extend B. So whether it will throw an error or what will be the output. So if you observe here what I said, iterable. So when we say a string, it can be considered as a list. We can iterate a string to the index value. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 position. It means what? This will also get added into the existing list here. The output of a dot extend b, where b is basically a string. So output will be what? Tell me. So here a equals to what? 1 comma 2 comma 3. After that it will be a iterable. So what I said, every element, and here element is what? A letter, alphabet here, that is a G, then comma, then we have A, then comma, then we have T, then we have E, like this. So this will be the required output for the string value here. For integer data type, extend will throw an error. For iterable list, tuple set, it will give us the required output. But in the case of string, it will give this particular output. Very important thing to note down here. Okay, so this is the correct way to solve the previous year question, understanding each and every options and what are the possible ways that this question can be framed. Okay, so I hope you understand the working of extend function here, right? Append means what? Element. We are simply adding one element into the list, that's it. Okay, okay, so here we have two lists A and B. So this is basically what? Merging of two lists. I can also get this output by A equals to A plus B. Plus symbol is used to concatenate two lists here, right? So A plus B will merge both the lists and we'll get the required output as like this. Okay, so either A dot extend B or A equals to A plus B will give us the required output here. Okay, I hope you understand the working of extend function in detail, why we use iterable here and what happen if I use integer or a string value here. So you should know all the important function which is used for a list. So here you can see a list of those functions: append, extend, insert, remove, pop, clear, index, count, sort, reverse, copy. So you should know all these functions here. It can be asked directly in the form of question like this, or in the inside the function or inside the code they can use this particular functions as well. Okay, so you should know what this particular function is used for, so you can go to the description here. Okay, so I hope you understand the video solution of this particular question. Okay, so this is how we can break down the previous year question and try to solve in detail and think what type of question can be framed based on this particular question. So this is what we are doing here. Okay, so this is how we can learn from previous year question. Solving previous year question is not enough, but you should understand each and every option, what type of question can be framed by using a variable or simply changing condition. Okay, so you should practice for that as well. So that's why what we have started this year. If you look at my probability and statistics course, so let me go through my website here. So you can see this preview of GATE GA26 probability and statistics course. If you scroll down, you can go through my entire course here. You can see GATE DA25 previous year question with solution and practice question. So what we are doing, we are providing a video solution for each question. Then there are 5 questions based on that particular question. So like what we have discussed just now, I am going to add 5 similar type of question for your practice and their video solution you can see here. Right, so previous year GATE question, along with that 5 similar type of question based on the previous year question we have added as a part of exercise. So you can see here, so this question was a simple one. You can see question number 11 of GATE DA25 exam, and you can see this question number 21, right, for GATE DA25 exam. Then we have provided the exercise based on 21 also. So if you go through this exercise, there are 5 questions for 20 minutes. And you can see the questions here. Like, so whatever we have discussed as a part of video solution, similar type of question or what variation you can expect in the exam, that is what we have added here. Right, so you can see here each question is a different one, but based on the same concept what we have discussed as a part of previous year question. Okay, so please try to solve this particular question. It can be very useful for your GATE DA preparation, right? So this is what we have done for probability and statistics course, and we are going to do this for all the courses. So we are going to add 5 similar type of question like what we have discussed just now in the Python course as well. Okay. So I hope you understand the video solution of question number 23 of GATE Year 25 exam. Thank you.